Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 5. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert flushed out right. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 30, 20, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete to
Isaiah Hodgins. 98 yards, and the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Man open, it's K.J. Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He's brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to...
Oh, what a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. You see, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the Chargers.
There's Burrow setting up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Joe Reed. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Chargers, nothing.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Chargers. Joe Reed, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
Is the game at 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, Burrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
10 at the 29-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14. Set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I just had to come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bengals.
First down, here's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Intercepted.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Joe Reed, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down, Justin Herbert. Complete to him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete here.
Herbert, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Steps away to his left. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
To the sideline and incomplete. It's 4th down.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Gonzalez set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down, here's Herbert. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Play action. It's Herbert. Pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Throw outside complete. That's Boyd. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Chargers 37-yard line.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Kenneth Murray just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Buying time to his left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
First and 10. at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They'll have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get that complete to Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. He's going to run again. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be caught by Reed for a Charger touchdown. Joe Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Bengals 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that one complete to Hodgins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to... Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return will stop right around the 25. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 14. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Again, Herbert. That will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Open man is lead, he's got it. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Now in desperation, that's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And he stopped immediately there. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they take a knee.
Today's final score.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Cincinnati, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss drops them back to 4 and 3 so far.